Hey guys, what's up? My name is Megan Cole, and you guys might find me a little bit familiar as I was the MC for Shots X3. And now I'm back again, and I'm really proud to present to you Shots X4, the fourth wave. Now this year's a little bit different, if you guys couldn't tell already. I'm not in black box, and neither are you. You guys are actually watching on our live stream on YouTube and on Facebook. And don't be afraid, give us a little hi, a little hey in the chat down below. And since you're here already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a like, comment on some videos. And if you're gonna take any more photos, any stories, tag us at First Shots X on Instagram, alright? So First Shots is a microfilm festival that aims to be a platform for raw talent so that we can celebrate the first works of our budding visual storytellers. So the work that we're gonna see today is a little bit more unrefined, raw. It's all full of passion and feeling, guys. So we actually have a really interesting lineup for you guys today. It's nothing like we've had in the last 3 runs. I said that last year, I know. It's the same. But this year, really, we have something interesting for you guys because we have interviews. We went and interviewed some of our filmmakers that we're featuring up here today so that you guys can have a little bit of insight on the struggles that they went through and the ideas that they had for going into the filming, so that not only can we learn from them, but maybe we could be inspired from them. So I hope you guys really enjoy what we have here today. We really thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope that you guys enjoy. See ya!
So here we have the team for Glimmer of Hope. Why don't you guys just introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, I am Glenn.
I'm Wen C. And then we have 2 other members, unfortunately, Shara and Warren, who cannot join us for this interview today.
It looked like the film was really like a collaborative work between all of you. So like, what was the fondest memory you guys had together making your film?
So I think for our team, the most memorable part will be having to work independently through this whole COVID situation.
Definitely.
Yeah, because we had to come up with a way that we could do our own part separately without having to meet during the COVID.
I think the main question I have is like, how did you guys come up with the whole storyline, like involving like a Paralympics and all that kind of thing?
We wanted a message that can be conveyed to the open public, general open public. So it doesn't necessarily has to be targeted to a certain audience.
The next question is, who thought of doing the Draw My Life animation style?
I think it was Fancy.
Yeah, it was me, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I thought then when we were stuck, like this team, we were stuck, like what should we do? Something that we don't have to, that doesn't require to meet up and yet can still deliver a project. And I thought of this Draw My Life.
What were like your personal takeaways making this film?
My takeaway actually from this thing, I actually very thankful that the team is, although we didn't know each other from the start, but then we actually collaborated really well. Each of us did our part really well. Yeah, without like any of us have to push each other, hey, can you do this better, or like can you do this on time? So all of us did our part.
I think it's important to have like a good team which stays motivated and actually produce work on time. So I think props to like the producer and my whole team for being on time. For me, would be the most important takeaway is to stay motivated and try to hand out my work on time. So I guess it's really hard to stay motivated, but you just gotta push yourself through.
I think that's a great testament to like our theme for this week, going for this year's festival, going against the odds, and you guys really like not only in your videos but also like making the video, you guys went against the odds of like COVID and
Yeah.
time management.
Because I mentioned that all of us are from different teams, but different diplomas, different courses. So I feel that actually what we learn, actually the different things that we learn actually put in together to become this project also.
Well, that's great. Thank you guys so much for sharing your experience.
Hi, my name is Sarah and this is my story. Since young, my dream was to become the best basketball player in Singapore. I represented my school in many competitions and was in bright lights and I blacked out. When I woke up again, I was already in the hospital and to my horror, both my legs were gone from knee down. Both. I was depressed and even refused to cooperate during rehab. Without my legs, how am I supposed to play basketball again? When I returned to school again, my classmates laughed and called me names. I eventually dropped out of school and gave up in life. I would lie in bed all day and cry. Until one day, my basketball coach came to visit me. She showed me videos of wheelchair basketball and encouraged me not to give up my dreams. I looked up for more information and became very interested in the sport. After much research, I signed up for a wheelchair basketball team and they threw me a welcome party. Everyone encouraged each other despite our disability. I slowly came out of my shell and became truly happy. We trained hard and overcame obstacles as a team. A year later, I was selected to be part of a Team Singapore to represent Singapore in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Paralympics. During the competition, my team made it to the finals. We were playing against the strongest team in the world and we were just 1 point behind them. There were only 10 seconds left till the match ended, but I managed to catch the ball. My mind went blank, but I instinctively shot the ball. It went into the hoop right before the buzzer sounded, and just like that, our team won. Thinking back, I would have never thought I could make it this far. If I had given up right after the car accident, I would not even be where I am today. I'm sharing my story today because I want to encourage you that no matter what obstacles you are facing right now, you are never alone. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I have succeeded, and so can you.
Okay, so this is the first Shots Filmmaker interview. My name is Randall, and with me is Nadia. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Nadia, and I'm from School of Technology and Arts, and I'm in the course Media Production and Design.
Media production design, I see. So, like, what made you interested in filmmaking?
So ever since like primary school, I've always been taking videos of random stuff like about my day, kind of like vlogging, I guess. So yeah, I think that's when my interest sparked for filmmaking.
Oh, I see. So today, what we'll be doing is that we'll be watching your film, which is Reality of Our Dreams. May I know like what is it about and like when did you make it?
So this film is inspired by a poem by Nora Grimaldo. It's also titled Reality of Our Journey. It's basically about the struggles that migrant workers go through, specifically domestic helpers. And yeah, in the film, I tried my best to portray all the emotions and the things they have to go through, such as renewing contracts, having to leave the families they work for, and meeting new families, even like leaving their own families back home.
Every teardrop on my ears, my heart breaking up into pieces. You will go again on a faraway distance. Leave me behind, nowhere to go, confusing my mind. Stand on my own, fight for more. You trust me a lot. Guard your house, look after your kids while both of you are away. It means a lot in a short period of time. I care a lot when you'll go again, nowhere to go. My feeling is the whole world will crush, like an ice melting so fast. Independent to run the household and look for the little ones while both parents are overseas. You're happy to see them, healthy and happy without any harm. Now the time is come. Saying goodbye is painful. Skilled and professional ones are almost the same in a helper. Transfer here, relocate there. You'll face the challenges, start a new beginning. Even contracts never end. Otherwise, you will pay your bond. If you'll not quit your job, no choice. You need to go back to your country. Find jobs suitable for me. This is what we call the reality of our journey.
Okay, so in the first few seconds, there was this instance that was being portrayed in the first person's perspective lah. So may I know what is the rationale behind the story being told in a first person perspective?
I guess like it kind of puts the viewer into like her own shoes and what she sees,
Okay.
like how her
Okay.
life is like, because it's kind of like the first act is to show how her life is so it's like really good and she's living a really good life where she
Okay.
have, so it's basically to like show the viewers how it's like to be her, what she sees.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing lah, for which is why you guys want to portray the main persona in the first person's perspective lah. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here comes my second question. Okay. What are the symptoms of someone who is facing depression, at least for your opinion wise?
I think there's a lot of different ways that something like depression can be seen in a lot of different people. One of the things that we wanted to show with like the social media scene was also how the pressure of social media can kind of aggravate these kinds of thoughts in people. So maybe like trying to idealize a life that is not yours, that kind of thing can be a sign that someone else isn't really having a good time in their own life, so that they have to like look outwards for validation and try and like ignore all of the stuff that's happening in their own life, that kind of thing.
That sometimes you cannot really tell unless you like really pay attention to them and get to know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people really like to hide it. Yeah.
Completely agree to this. And okay, so here comes my third question. How can someone help a person who is facing depression?
Try to push them to go to get help, like professional help, because sometimes the most you can do is just listen, but sometimes listening is not really enough for them.
Yes. So listening wise, later on you still have to do something lah, instead of just listening lah. Okay.
I think it's very important to not like invalidate them, especially when they open up to you, because once they open up to you, it actually means that they trust you.
Yes.
So if you like try to invalidate them and like make it sound like it's, or like try to make your problems sound bigger than theirs, then I think that's the last thing you should do.
Yeah. As friends, you always got to consider the feelings of others first lah. Okay. For the fourth question that I have lah, what was the inspiration behind the film?
I think it kind of, we always try to show the world that we live a really good life. like our social media don't really show what our life is like behind social media, behind the cameras and everything. So that's how we came up with this whole social media concept.
I think at the start, the reason why we came out with a film with this kind of perspective is because we wanted to make a film which can reach out to people and somehow not just be like a film just to watch and just go home, but something that can impact others in a deeper sense.
I think we tried to make it so that it's relatable to some people, because I think social media have like, as much as positive impact, there's also quite a lot of negative impacts of social media. Like especially to teens these days and like the younger generation.
Seeking help is always not easy, especially when you need to overcome that hurdle in yourself. What should people do when they are facing domestic violence if they do not have that courage to voice out against their abusers?
Because domestic violence is kind of a very personal thing, because like your family is the one you're supposed to trust and rely on, but when they are the ones who are like abusing you, it's a very hard topic to like bring up. You don't really know who to go to, but like Isaiah said, it's important to recognize that it's a step that you must take. Like you need to realize that this is not okay, and because you cannot really like reach out to your family if they are the ones abusing you. I think it's important to try and find someone else, because there's to reach out to, because there's a lot of people outside your family circle who you can trust, whether it's like maybe not your friends because they're the same age as you, they can't really do much, but maybe like a teacher or like trusted adult.
So what is your definition of a trusted adult or trusted person to confide to?
I guess someone who is mature enough to understand, because I do know that there are actually some adults that think like, oh, it's just a small matter and you can do it yourself, but you really have to find someone who knows how to handle this kind of situation.
Okay, I think you guys have given your responses, and yeah, it's been a fruitful discussion. And okay, here comes to the end of the interview, and thank you guys for participating.
Hi. My name is Sofia Amira. And this is pretty much about me. I live a pretty good life. Never sad, never thought twice about life. These are my friends, my best friends. We have the time of our lives together. They make me the happiest. They are always there for me. Or is anybody really there for me? This is where I am today. Alone? Scared? Was it all real? Were they really my friends? I was wrong. I wanted to end my life.
Kau dah besar, suka menyusahkan orang.
Back at home with my father around, I have become his personal punching bag. He takes every opportunity he has to beat me up. The constant voices in my head haunts me.
Sofia?
The world is better off without
Sofia, are you listening to me?
All you do is think
Sofia, I'm
about
over
yourself.
here.
Have you ever spared a thought about us?
Kau menyusahkan orang je. Kau menyusahkan aku, kau menyusahkan mak kau. Kau nak jadi anak apa ni?
Why are you trying so hard? You're never gonna be good enough.
I can't even stand her face. Why would I even go out?
Sophia, you are so useless. Why are you even still here?
Wake up!
And that's when I knew I had to do something. It wasn't all that easy, but I still wanted to try. When the phone starts dialing, I'll end the call.
Hello?
I'd even freeze. But Dr. Joash called me back.
Hello?
Hi, this is Dr. Joash speaking.
Hi, I'm Sofia Amira and I need help.
Okay, so welcome back to our first Shots filmmaker interview. I'm here with Ignacio. Ignacio, could you just introduce yourself real quick?
So I'm a filmmaker. I'm currently a full-time diploma student at DMPD, and I really love enjoying making films. I made films since I was very interested in making films since secondary school.
Wow, that's great. So
Yep.
you made your first film this year, am I right to say that?
Yep. My first official film that I can proudly say that I made it
Great.
and shot it
So
myself.
give us the title. What's the name of your film and when did you make it?
Prove My Way, I made it in June 2020.
All right. Do you have any memorable moments you want to share while you were filming? Because obviously it was like, wow, your visuals. So anything memorable
I think
you had?
my teammates. Yeah, I think my teammates they were very, very helpful, and they were very attentive in what I was doing and the way I actually planned my shots. And I think if it wasn't for them, I don't think that this film will even made it to first shots in the first place. So I really like to give a huge shout out to Brian, Adriana, and Danish and Dan for my teammates for making this film possible, and I really thank them for the bottom of the heart, and really grateful that we did this film together and we pull out something that not only gives not only has a meaning behind the film, but also beautiful visually.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a beautiful visual film also.
Yeah. So it sounds like you guys like went through like a lot. Like you went through hell and back making this film. Yeah, so you mentioned like COVID and having your limitation challenges with the 5 people, right? So why did you decide to use gaming as the concept behind your film, with the theme against the odds?
Oh, actually, when we were actually creating a story, right? We wanted to create something simple
Mm-hmm.
that we not doesn't really require a lot of manpower, but also a simple story, right, that can be done at home. Because when we were actually making the story for the film, I think we had a lot of we were very cautious about a lot of things, especially gathering more than 5 people, right, in an area which is in certain areas, especially in the public also. So I think when we actually created the film, right, we wanted to think about something that is not only convenient but also something that is against the odds also.
So I think I'll just ask you one last question. So
Sure.
what do you have to say to like the people who want to pursue their dreams despite the disapproval and like their parents getting in the way or like people putting them down? What do you have to say to them? Like, do you have any words of encouragement?
Actually, right, for these people, right, I was also put down as well. People say that I can't make films, and people say that you're not ready to make films. But I don't think, right, you have to someone needs to tell you when you're ready, right, to make a film. And I think this is the whole point about first shots also, is you don't need to get someone's permission, right, to start making a film.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And also, right, you can also like try to find help and try to find friends to help you out. And this kind of negative thoughts, right, and people saying that you're not ready and stuff, right, I don't think you should really take it too hard to yourself. And let your creativity flow.
Yes! Winner! Another win.
Tony, it's 3 p.m. already. Why you still haven't started your work yet? Go get it done now.
But I'm in the middle of a game. Just let me play a while more.
No, you said that 2 hours ago.
But right now I'm winning. I'm serious. Just let me play a while more, please.
That's it.
Why will you turn off my game?
Your time management is horrible.
I was already winning for you.
That's it. Give me your game console now.
Oh my god, why will you take it away?
No games until you get your work done. Got it?
Why would she even do that? Why? I was really winning my game. God, why? What the hell? What am I going to do now? So boring. What is this grey book even? It's as dull as my mother. Oh.
Welcome to Silver League Annual Fortnite Tournament. We have players across the island coming to this tournament. Winner gets to take back $1,000. This guy is insane. Tony is insane. He's going solo against a whole team. Oh bam! That's a headshot! This is the most epic moment in the history of esports. Tony against the #1 player in Singapore. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He won!
I actually won! Oh my god, are you serious? I can't believe it. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god! Look, I won $1,000.
You think $1,000 can last you a long time, is it?
But this is just the beginning.
The beginning? People your age go university, and you? Nothing. So hopeless. So useless.
But, you don't understand me.
Go and rot lah.
Wow, that was amazing.
You know, all these films bring me back to X3.
Oh, talking about X3, why don't we give our viewers some background knowledge on the whole festival? First Shots is a student-run festival that was founded back in 2017 by a very familiar name, especially for STA students, Mr. Zhang.
And in 2018, 2019, and 2020, we've had our subsequent second, third, and fourth runs. And you know, from what both of us have seen, I've been loving all the films so far.
Right. And we have so much more coming up.
You know what I'm excited for?
Right.
The poetry films.
Oh, yes, we have the poetry films this year.
Yep. And it's from immigrant workers in Singapore. So these people have come from faraway places to make a living in Singapore. And honestly, I think it's a privilege for our filmmakers to have been able to share their stories. Their stories which embody our team against the odds.
Yes, and from the sneak peeks that we've seen so far, I think we are in for a really great treat. Okay, let's not waste too much time. Let's jump back into the films.
Let's go.
The stars flicker to me in Mars. The law of the cosmos is separation. In time, I will tell them our story. Let us return to the cosmic singularity, where distinctions were once unmade, yet to bear the gravity of things, where our vibrant bodies first met, a quantum of chalk on the infinite billiards table of deep spaces, where our oxytocin was yet to displace the fragile arc of attraction between one primordial speck and another. The solace for entropy scattered down our carbon insides, nascent planets, epochs of size, and somehow we turn upon this narrow road. How new constellations kindle within the galaxies of our milky white nerves as our palms collide, and how we will again.
Okay. So my first question to you is, what was the inspiration behind this film?
I think I chose it because I wanted to evoke more emotions out of viewers
Okay.
rather than a film with such a generic plot.
Okay. So was there any deep reason that resonates with you, which makes you want to create this type of film?
Not really, other than the fact that I think the character is strong mentally. I think that's
Oh,
what
okay.
something I
Oh,
really want to be.
okay. So now I move on to the next question. Okay, next question is, what was the rationale of having this film to be shown in certain aspect ratios?
I think it has to be the crying scene, or rather I think there's two scenes. One is the crying scene, and the other scene is the part where the character starts to study and pull her socks up.
Okay.
Pull herself up.
Yes. Okay.
All I did was wanted to create a film that actually just sort of something that people like.
Okay.
I didn't really think much into it.
I think you did it lah. It's a good thing. And for the third question, how do you want viewers to perceive Dam in your film?
I think something that people don't know yet. For instance, Dam doesn't necessarily has to be in terms of intelligence.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah, something that people don't know. I think something like that. I guess it's just innocence.
Okay, innocence. That's the word lah. Innocence lah. Okay, well summarized. And for the fourth question, knowing that the main character is not academically gifted, but she compensates with her determination, do you agree with this statement? Hard work beats talent.
To be frank, in the film, it shows that hard work does beat talent. But
Yes.
personally, for me,
Personally, do you think
ways.
it goes both ways? Do you mind explaining what both ways is like? What both ways is like?
I've always believed that being naturally gifted in something is something one can't help. If you're good at it, you're good at it.
I completely agree.
Being hardworking means even if you're not gifted, you work hard for it and then you get it.
Okay.
You work hard to either be at the same level of those who are naturally gifted or even better than those. So I think it can go really both ways.
Yeah, good answer. For the fifth question, do you have any words for parents who wish that their kids could always score well in their tests or exams?
I think I would personally also, I would say, just let us live our life.
Oh.
Something like that. Like, don't put so much pressure on us.
Okay.
I'm already stressed from other things, and then just let us live.
Yes.
Something like that.
Okay.
मैले धेरै खर्च गरिसक्यो ट्युसन क्लासहरुको लागि त फेरि ड्रइङ गरिराखेछस् म तँलाई यति दुःख गरे हुर्काए त अहिले आएर बिग्रिन्छस्
Leaving my story in your letterbox. I was homebound, with a patch of green on my palm. Trembling in a rain-soaked wind, the letterbox was flaunting in red. Victory. In the folds of the flag, my son unveiled a yellow diary that bore my father's name. Victory was carved on every page. Zarif cried, holding the pages against his heart. The pages filled with the smell of love. A flaunting red is carved on every wall. Father, it was carved on your fingers. Victory. My empty hands search for yours.
Okay, so after watching this video, do you guys have any memorable moments you guys want to share about when you guys are creating this film?
For me, I guess it was like when we were editing the video, the movie itself, because we were all doing like separate cuts of the film of like the shots that Lian sent.
Okay.
We all had different cuts. Then we all sent to each other, and then we watched each other's cuts. And from there, we gave each other feedback. So we thought about how we wanted the film to be like in a way. So from there, we discussed a lot, and we took ideas from each other. Then we created the end product. So I think that was the most memorable for me.
I guess it was like just filming and directing like most of the video, cause like my past experience, I usually like work with other people, but this time because of COVID, we weren't able to meet and like shoot together, so I had to do everything by myself. So it was quite difficult, but it was very fun.
Oh, so this is your first time creating a film, is it? Or before that there were
Yeah,
like, okay.
like the
So,
whole thing.
so to you, is it very stressful at first? Is it very hard to adapt?
Yeah, there was a lot to do.
Oh, okay, okay. Then, how did you overcome it? Through when time like passes by, did you get more and more comfortable with Irene and the crew?
Yeah, I guess like if I have any problem, I'll just like ask them and then like we just discuss. So it made my like work a lot easier.
Okay, so now I'll move on to my second question. What was the inspiration of this film?
For us, I guess when we look at the PSA itself, which is against the odds, there were many ideas that came to mind. We went through a lot. We went through a lot of ideas and a lot of back and forth with each other, and then we settled on the idea of doing a film about dyslexia because we thought it wasn't something that we've seen a lot, like represented a lot.
Okay.
We thought we just gave it a go at it. Yeah.
So for the third question, how did this crew came about? Care to explain like how you guys came together to be involved in this production? Yes.
I think we were just grouped together.
Oh, just grouped together through the lecturers, or so you guys were forced to tolerate each other's. Oh,
Yeah, we were thrown
okay.
together.
Okay, noted. So, but I believe that as time passed by, you guys I think should have like some sort of bond, because this is something that is very memorable lah, I would say. Is that so though? For you guys, do you guys agree with this statement, or you guys really feel that no, it's just a film only, we are just here to just direct, be involved, and that's it?
I think it was memorable because we weren't allowed to meet at all. So like during the pre-production, production, and post-production, everything was done online, remotely. So in a way, we had like we were in like we were posed with a boundary, and then from there we just had no choice but we work even harder, work together. So teamwork was really key for this film lah. Yeah.
Wow, you guys really went through against the odds. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now I'll move on to my fourth question. Is there anything you want to say to people who are suffering from dyslexia?
I guess like through the video you can see that like you can do anything if like you really put your mind to it. Like if you just work hard, you can do well.
Okay. Irene, do you want to elaborate further on that?
Yeah, I think effort and hard work will always pay off no matter what circumstances you're in.
Yes.
So as long as you have the right mindset and you actually do the work, I feel that no matter what, the outcome will come favorable for you.
Since we are on this topic itself, I ask you guys this question, a very general question. Do you guys agree that hard work beats talent?
For me, 100%.
100%.
Really, if you really grind and put the work into whatever you're doing, no matter if it's like if you can't even draw, but you take the effort to actually learn or take the time to actually practice. No matter what, I think people will actually see the hard work and the dedication at the end. Yeah.
At that time, I just wanted to give up. But I soon realized that my future wasn't up to my parents, but it was up to me.
Yes, it has. And I feel
This has been tough.
Yes, it has. And I feel that it's been really fitting to the theme this year, Against the Odds. But before we move on, Raf, what does Against the Odds mean to you?
To me, Against the Odds means going against all the struggles that we've had to go through, especially during this pandemic.
The filmmakers this year have done an amazing job trying to showcase the struggles that we've all had to go through together. And times were real tough, but they still managed to produce the films.
You know, I think First Shots has become more than just a place for budding filmmakers to showcase their works. I think they get a chance to provide value and add meaning to all their films and then showcase it back to the public, to you guys.
Yes. Okay, I think we've talked too much. Let's head back to the films.
Let's go.
At that time, I just wanted to give up. But I soon realized that my future wasn't up to my parents, but it was up to me.
So, this has been tough.
Yes, it has. And I feel that it's been really fitting to the theme this year, Against the Odds. But before we move on, Raf, what does Against the Odds mean to you?
To me, Against the Odds means going against all the struggles that we've had to go through, especially during this pandemic.
I completely agree with you. The filmmakers this year have done an amazing job trying to showcase the struggles that we've all had to go through together. And times were real tough, but they still managed to produce the films.
You know, I think First Shots has become more than just a place for budding filmmakers to showcase their works. I think they get a chance to provide value and add meaning to all their films and then showcase it back to the public, to you guys.
Yes. Okay, I think we've talked too much. Let's head back to the films.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody. This is Raf again, and I'm with Xavier Chua, the mind behind Caste. When we were watching the film, there was the symbolization of the ring in the film. Would you like to tell us a bit more about that?
Okay, so it's not a ring. It's actually a kara, which is a Sikh religious item. So actually, I have it here. It's normally worn on the wrist. And it's kind of a symbol of having no beginning or end, and it's also this bond to the community.
Why do you think that fit in so well with Caste as a whole?
The whole theme of the Caste, right, is to kind of bring everything together. In the poem, there was one line about rafting, like feelings, and then there was also all belonging to the one. And so I thought that this kara, because it's a symbol of bond to the community and like not basically not having a bond to the community and like not basically not having a separation, is like it kind of fit, like it bonded all the different castes per se, like the rich and the poor.
That was an amazing way to use such a unassuming object in a film. It really stirs up a lot of thought. To the audience that watch your film, right? What's like the moral that you want them to take away from your film?
We are one in the same, and that we should help each other, I guess, because there was a scene. So basically it was one person grabbing onto the other and pulling them up, which is kind of what I guess the moral is, like to view, even those who are beneath you as, even those who are beneath you as, worthy of your help and all that, and just reach out and help people up. So, we can all help one another. A second home. I wrapped my hope, feeling, and love. I am tousled, losing my mind at the end of the road, at the outskirts of the. I am a doll for you. Wrapping our hands, you slit wounds, scratching words that left scars slicing through my cuticle. The price of a caste is a weapon. You used to separate two worlds. But I am not a slave. To be loyal to all your commands. You are not a king.
moment of the entirety.
Good deeds and prayers will be. It is either heaven or hell we belong to in the end.
Hi everyone, I hope you have enjoyed watching today's films and has inspired you to continue supporting our filmmakers. I would like to thank the team for making all of this possible, and not only that, our lecturers and our school for giving us this platform to showcase our hard work. As First Shot, we would like to promote the raw talents of our filmmakers to give them a platform to showcase their skills and talents through First Shots. Don't forget to follow our social media handles at First Shot X to keep up with all our vlogs, our videos, to know more about the progress of First Shot. Presenting our last film, see you next year. Bye!
The stars flicker to me in Morse. The law of the cosmos is separation. In time, I will tell them, let us return to the cosmic singularity.
My parents just got jobs overseas. We're leaving this Thursday.
Okay, so why does that mean we have to break up? We can always video call, we can Skype, we can... Why isn't it not gonna work? Why? Why can't you tell me why it's not gonna work?
Because I'm leaving! I don't know when I'm coming back again. I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. I don't know!
Come on, can you please be reasonable?
I've thought about it, alright? You think this is easy for me? You think I want to do this? I don't. Alright, Janice? Sorry.
Ian, please, no. Ian, please don't go! Ian, come on.
Where distinctions were once unmade. Bear a quantum of chalk on the infinite blood's table of deep space. Across nascent planets, epochs of size, and somehow we turned upon this narrow road. How new constellations kindle within the galaxies of our milky white nerves. As our palms collide, in how we will again. The stars flicker to me in Morse. The law of the cosmos is separation. In time, I will tell them our story. Let us return to the cosmic singularity.
My parents just got jobs overseas. We're leaving this Thursday.
Okay, so why does that mean we have to break up? We can always video call, we can Skype, we can... Why isn't it not gonna work? Why? Why can't you tell me why it's not gonna work?
Because I'm leaving! I don't know when I'm coming back again. I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. I don't know!
Come on, can you please be reasonable?
I thought about it, Janice. Right? You think this is easy for me? You think I want to do this? I don't. Alright, Janice? I'm sorry.
Ian, please, no. Ian, please don't go. Ian, come on.
Where distinctions were once unmade. Yet to bear the gravity of things, a quantum of chalk on the infinite, blood's table of deep space. Where our oxytocin was yet to displace the fragile arcs of attraction between one primordial speck and another. Bees released for entropy scattered our carbons insides. Across nascent planets, epochs of size, and somehow we turned upon this narrow road. How new constellations kindle within the galaxies of our milky white nerves. As our palms collide, and how we will again.